going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Today we are at Toyota of Dallas, where we purchased our Corolla and we also purchased our GR. So this is our preferred dealership, but today I'm actually here working on this BMW, which actually belongs to the car salesman who sold us our vehicles. So shout out to him for giving us a good deal on our cars, right? But today he actually booked an appointment where we're going to be cleaning his BMW. But really the main focus of today's video is I want to talk to you guys about car dealership detailing. It was a question that was asked very recently about how do I handle that? Do I recommend it? Is something I want to do? Because obviously they saw the video yesterday that I was at Audi, right? So they thought, and then I had talked about it on my Instagram, and it was a question that was asked. So I'm definitely going to be talking to you guys exactly about that topic. So without further ado, let's get started on this video. All right, before we get started with this project, a couple tools that I'm going to be using in today's project is one is going to be this long needle turbo blaster. That's what I call it, which is going to help me get in between the seats and blast everything that's in between the seats really well. We're also going to be using the Rag Company Air Blaster Plus, which in this canister I have the rinseless product, and the rinseless product that we are using, it is the Drive Auto Flex Hybrid wash, which has been really one of my most favorite ones. This is actually the new one that has a scent to it, and for that reason I have really enjoyed it. A lot of my customers have given me some positive feedback on me using it without having to apply like a conditioner. They're like, did you use something different? Like, it smells amazing. So the feedback on this product has been really well, and you can pick this up locally from Drive Auto Appearance in Plano. And I have really enjoyed it. I have done, I can't even count how many cars I've actually done with this, because a little bit of it goes a long way. So I usually do about 1 cap to the canister, which I don't even know if it's right, but that's just the way I do it. And it produces amazing results for the cleaning on the carpet and all of that. And we are going to be using as well the P&S Swift Clean and Shine, which I have actually enjoyed it. Some people said it gave them some headaches, but honestly I haven't gotten that type of feedback from the product yet. So for that reason I'm gonna still use it, and we might as well use a gift that I received, right? And lastly, we are going to be using the Chief Steamer, which expect a product review on it very soon. I know you guys are asking me about it. You guys have seen a couple things on the video yesterday, and you guys are eager to see what I've done to it. So there's a product review coming on that as well. So that is what we're going to be using to get this vehicle looking good. As far as the conditioner, we're not going to do anything, because usually I ask my customers, like, do you want a glossy finish or do you want something more like natural, right? And the customer said I want it more natural. So Swift would be the best product for that reason. You want to move the seat backwards just to make sure you get everything nicely. And as well, I tend to blow under the seat to throw whatever debris is under the seats. So your vacuuming just gets really good, and of course you have a lot of items that you can't see, so by doing that you're able to make sure you get everything. Now that we are about 7 years into my business, do I recommend car lots? And the answer to that is I'll recommend them if you are just starting, right? If you're just starting your business, a car lot is always going to be your best form of connection to getting some work quickly. Car lots are always looking for a detailer, because that detailer starts realizing that he is charging way too cheap. And what do? They leave, right? So it happens all the time. You know, car lots call you and say, hey, I need some cars detailed. The last guy, he's no longer coming, and all those scenarios. And the reason is because the detailers start realizing their worth. They start realizing that, man, I am charging way too cheap for all the work that I'm doing, right? But if you're just starting your business, definitely go to a car lot to get the experience, to gain the knowledge, to gain speed, right? Because you're going to be working on so many different vehicles. You're going to be working on so many scenarios, repos, you know, and it's going to help you for your portfolio by having before and afters, right? I can't tell you how many pictures I have of vehicles, because that helped me to where I am today. And that's why I'm able to charge what I charge now, is because of one, just having proof of what I'm able to do, but two is really just the knowledge that you have in this field. But now, unfortunately, years later, I always say I don't like to deal with car lots, even car dealerships such as this. Like, I know a lot of people want something like this. I want it as well, but it comes at a very affordable price to the dealership, right? And you're taking big cuts off of each package, right? But hey, you never know. Maybe one day I do get a car dealership to have a crew at. I will say one of the key benefits of working at a car lot, at a car dealership, is the continuous work you will get. Now, car dealerships is guaranteed you will have work. Car lots tend to start off with you as a good client. They'll start off with you making sure that they give you 5 or 6 cars per day, right, of the days that you're scheduled to come, right, to keep you happy, satisfied. But slowly you'll start realizing, and you'll start noticing that the car lot starts switching it up on you. You'll start noticing a decrease in volume, right? You went from doing 5 to 6 cars. Now you're only getting 3 cars per the day scheduled. And now what's happening right now they're controlling you. Now they've taken over what their intentions was all along, and that was to get you in, lock you in. And now there's days that you literally have no work, and then slowly they'll end up pretty much cutting it down to just 1 car per week, right? And they'll tell you, man, we've been slow, and they give you that one, the "we've been slow" excuse. And now they'll tell you, well, we'll call you when we get something in, right? But a car lot will always have work. But they start realizing that, they got you at their price. Now they can use you and abuse you as they please. So before that happens, your best bet is to write them a contract, right? And just write them a contract saying, you're guaranteed 5 cars minimum per visit. If they don't, you're still gonna get paid for the 5 cars per minimum. Something like that to keep you covered, right? And I know to some people that doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, you're running a business, right? And they're messing with your money. Or just move on and leave that car lot really quickly, because they'll realize that they have messed up. And trust me, they'll start calling you and say, hey man, we got cars. But guess what? By then, you've already moved on. You got to move on quickly, find another outsource, another outcome, maybe find you another car lot or something. Because now that you start playing the car lot game, which you just tell them, hey man, unfortunately I found another car lot that's willing to give me the work at a better price. And due to that, my price has gone up, right? And now you're a necessity because they need you. They like your work, but because they wanted to play that game with you, it's gonna come at a cost, right? And I did that multiple times to different dealerships, because they have to realize that you're not on their time, right? They're on your time. So you got to play the car lot game sometimes and just say, hey man, you want me? It's gonna cost you a little bit more now, because now I have 3 car lots, and you know, they're paying the price that I'm asking for. So they'll get you, or they'll just say, oh, okay, well thank you, and then they move on and they'll look for a cheaper detailer. Now, if you do decide to start your journey at a car lot, I highly recommend that when you're doing a car lot, the name of the game is savings, because that's the name of the game that the car lot is also playing, is savings. So you have to try and find your least expensive items, if that makes sense, as far as products, right? As far as products, you want to use the least expensive, because you don't want to be using your PNS stuff. You don't want to use like your high quality products, if that makes sense, right? So usually when working with car lots, you want to transition over to using like ZEP products, like ZEP 50, industrial grade, like a multi-purpose degreaser. And then you're able to dilute that, right? If you want to use super clean, you can also use like super clean, because it is the least expensive items, right? So usually what I do, you saw me do the bottom. So this is the side that I use. I'll flip it around to the clean side and keep going. But super clean would be a great resort for you, because it is cheap, it is inexpensive, very dilutable, and I'll be very honest, you can do a whole detail with just using super clean, right? So the name of the game is going to be savings, because like I said, that's the name that the car lot is also playing, is savings. They expect you to give them the very best, right? And you're excited, you're out here giving them the best of your quality, the products, everything. They don't care about that. What they care about is, how much are you gonna charge me? And usually they want to pay like $50 per vehicle. Another thing I think I didn't mention is, aside from car lots, another type of group that I tend to not do business with, and that's just preference, is the people that do buy and sells, right? The people that go buy a car, repair it, and then now they want it detailed, right? I also don't do business with that style of customers, for the reason that they are just like a car lot. They want to pay you the least, and what they're gonna do is they are literally gonna flip it and charge like double the price for that car, right? But yet they don't want to spend the money on that vehicle. Again, I just did the bottom, flip it to the clean side, and keep going. But that's another style of clientele that I don't like to work with. Some do pay your price, but majority of them are always looking for a special deal, right? They're always looking for a special deal, and it's like, it just doesn't work like that. And I wish that they could understand that you know, it's not on their pricing, it's on your pricing, right? They want the best, and I tell that to everybody. They always want the best, but they don't want to pay for the best. They want to pay mediocre prices. Like, I don't even know where they come up with these prices, right? And they're always gonna tell you like, oh, I had somebody that did it for 40. Well, call them. What happened? Oh, well, they don't answer the phone no more. I wonder why. Because the detailers slowly realize that they're losing a lot of money on what they're doing, you know? So that's one of the reasons I don't do car lots. I don't like them, and I run away from them as quickly as possible. Alrighty guys, we are finally done with this project. Overall, I definitely took my time on this one. As you guys saw that video yesterday, I said it usually takes about an hour for this process. The overall price on this one was the 150 package. You're about to see a couple just pictures of how it turned out. It turned out really, really well. I ended up putting ceramic gloss on the paint just because that's my favorite. But overall, I mean, the vehicle was not in bad shape. But I hope in today's conversation about car dealerships or car lot detailing, hopefully kind of made sense to you, right? Car lots are great because they do keep you busy, but at the same time, they will diminish your value very, very quickly, drastically, and then at the end you end up with like no cars for maybe 2 weeks. That dealership doesn't get you any more cars. So that is usually one of the reasons why I tend to kind of steer away from car lots and car dealerships. Now there are some dealerships and car lots that are willing to pay your price, right? Because they want good work, right? And that's where we come in. But I always tell them up front, I'm very blunt about it. I tell them, hey, I just want you to know that in my business, I don't give no discounts. I don't do no bulk discounts. I will not decrease the value of what I provide to give you comfort or just a hookup. I only give hookups for people that actually do use my services, right? I tell them, I don't even give my family discounts. They pay full price. Why should I give you a discount? Right? But it's just the name of the game, right? And I know some people are like, man, that's rude. But it's just, you have to be very honest with these businesses because they want to make money, but at the same time don't want to give you the right amount for a trashed interior, right? But that's just how it goes, right? So if you've ever thought about working at a car lot, I highly recommend it. It's a good place to start. It'll get you going. It's gonna get you that money, right? Constant cash flow every week. You're gonna get money, or you're gonna get customers, right? But just know that eventually your goal is to get out of the car lot and not do any more car lots, because like I said, you can make more money on a regular customer than working at a car lot doing 6 cars a day to make $300 a day, where you can do 1 car a day and you can make $300, $400, $500 or even higher depending on the condition, right? So I hope today's video you guys enjoyed it a little bit on kind of working on this vehicle. Again, thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.